supporters of this year's IATA Aviation Day, Sabre. Mr. Richard will hold his presentation now.
Thank you very much. And thank you to IATA and to Air Serbia for putting on this event and for giving us the opportunity to participate in it. Very grateful for that. Thank you. So I'm just going to talk for a few minutes about Sabre, how we are building on a rich pedigree from many years to help airlines become better retailers. So, who is Sabre? Well, we've been around a long time, and what I'm going to talk about is how we are continuing to innovate from the early days. So, Sabre was created from a meeting which happened in 1964 between American Airlines CEO and IBM CEO, who were sitting on a plane together. And they created the first airline and travel agency technology. And since then, we've innovated in many different ways. We created the first revenue management system. We created revenue management in what we call a fenceless environment, where a lot of the restrictions were no longer applicable. In the early 2000s, we took the software off-premise, so we created the first hosting environments. Long before the cloud was talked about, we were putting airline and agency software in our own hosted environments, and so we continue to innovate in lots of different ways, and we're continuing to do that, and we're determined to enable airlines to be modern retailers in a way that they've not really been able to do up until now. Just before I go into a bit more detail, a few numbers. So these are mostly numbers from our 2022 results. As you can see, 2022 was a big improvement on 2021 because we are so much part of the travel ecosystem. Obviously, we were heavily impacted by the pandemic, but the results are improving in quite a satisfactory way. We are benefiting from the recovery that a lot of airlines are seeing, and so that is pleasing. It's enabling us to continue to invest heavily, looking to invest nearly $100 million in 2023 on new technology, and we'll continue to do that in the future. So the core of our business is Sabre Travel Solutions, and that is providing services to travel management companies, OTAs, travel agencies, to corporates, to hotels, and to airlines. And you can see at the bottom, I've called out some of the partners that we have, and we've particularly called out some of the partners in this region. We're extremely proud to be the technology partner of Air Serbia. We are with our technology helping Air Serbia to grow and to continue to automate their processes as they grow. We are a partner of Croatia Airlines, both on the distribution and on the revenue management side. JetBlue is a very important part of us across the Atlantic. It's a new partner of Air Serbia's, new co-chair partner, and we work very closely with them. On the agency side, pleased to say that recently we announced that Sabre is going to enter the Balkan market with Aeroput, which is a joint venture with Odeon Travel here in Serbia, and we are hoping that we can grow our agency business in this region. And so a whole range of different airlines, agencies, hotel companies, and corporates that we do business with. So what do we want to do going forward? Well, as I said, we see the market, we see the technology business very much at a turning point right now. A lot of you will be, and I'm getting a little bit technical, but a lot of you will be familiar with what in the industry we call a PNR, passenger name record. Sabre pretty much invented the PNR many years ago, and it's still used, still a very important part of the technology that airlines and travel agencies use. But it's honestly speaking, it's legacy technology. And so Sabre has a vision to eventually move to technology which gets rid of the PNR. The PNR, to be honest, is a limiting factor to airlines and agencies being able to retail, to sell their products, to market their products in a way that allows them to increase their margins, increase their revenue, reduce their costs, basically offer more services to their customers. And we recognize that the technology simply has to change, has to modernize. If we're going to help airlines and agencies retail in the way that we know the modern retailers across the whole landscape. Airlines are restricted in the way that they retail, and we want to help them get to that point. And so it's about offering personalization. It's about offering airlines and agencies more intelligence about their customers in order to be able to offer personalized services. And we feel we're at a turning point in where the technology has evolved enough that we're able to start to truly believe that this will be available to airlines and travel agencies. And honestly, we have to do it, because if we don't do it, if we leave the PNR at the center of the technology, airlines won't be able to do what they would like to do, what they have an aspiration to do in terms of becoming true retailers. And that's all about what we call the offer order model. And so this isn't going to be a revolution. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take, honestly, quite a long time, and it's going to cost us all a lot of money. But we believe there's a significant gain for airlines and travel agencies in terms of the amount of additional revenue that they will be able to earn by becoming modern retailers. And so we think it's absolutely the way forward. And so, offer order, what is it? It's basically, well, it gets rid of the PNR for a start. The PNR it constrains airlines' ability to deliver rich, personalized offers and fulfill them as orders. And that is a vision that we are working on already, and we are determined to work with airlines to deliver. Sorry, I went back then. So this in a bit more detail is our strategy, and essentially it's about bringing intelligence and choice and ease to airlines. For a long time, airlines have complained that making changes is too expensive, takes too long, and is too complex. And so by bringing modularity to our systems, we will allow airlines to plug and play, to construct flexible technology which allows them to deliver better offers to their customers. And at the same time, we're going to introduce intelligence. We're going to use AI. We're going to use machine learning. We are already, in fact, with Air Serbia using one of our products, which I'll talk about in a moment, to bring greater personalization and intelligence to the offers that we provide to airlines. And all of that basically changes the old constraints of too slow, too expensive, too complex, to making technology faster to deliver, therefore cheaper, and more flexible. I think I will be the first person today to mention the word Google. Now, Google's in all of our lives, and about just over 3 years ago, Sabre formed a partnership with Google for several different reasons. I mentioned that 20 years ago we started by hosting a lot of our software in our own data centers, but now clearly the cloud is where it's at, and we formed a partnership with Google really to achieve two things. One, to work with them to harness the benefits and the advantages of Google Cloud, of GCP, but also to take advantage of their let's face it, they have a lot of really great knowledge when it comes to machine learning and AI. And so they've helped us, and we've worked with them to develop tools develop systems which are going to help us and help airlines provide to their customers that level of personalization. So Sabre-Google partnership, hugely important, and we've been working for 3 years together, and it's bringing really, really good results, and we're looking forward to continuing that partnership with Google. And I just wanted to call out a few proof points. So what we developed with Google was what we call Sabre Travel AI, which is basically the start of an AI and ML solution set that is using the travel experience and insights and an innovative approach that Sabre has, together with the broader AI capabilities of Google. We've delivered that. I'll go to retail intelligence, which is particularly relevant here. So retail intelligence is a suite of products that we are developing. Air Serbia was the first customer to take Sabre Price IQ, which is a product which basically determines, using intelligence, what prices should be set in the market for customers to be presented with. So much more dynamic pricing, much more sophisticated pricing approach for Air Serbia than they were able to do in the past. And we're extending that, and we've delivered that to some customer. We've delivered Sabre Ancillary IQ, which is a similar product, but which basically offers or sets dynamic pricing for the ancillaries that airlines want to offer. So they can be much more sophisticated in the pricing of a seat on board, or the cost of a bag, or in future many other things. NDC, we've activated that in many countries. We've got 15 airlines live and another 35 in the pipeline. So NDC, hugely important. It's one of IATA's big initiatives several years ago. Many of you will remember IATA was at the forefront of creating e-tickets, getting away from paper tickets to e-tickets, and IATA was at the forefront of developing NDC, and is now at the forefront of offer and order management. We spend a lot of time with IATA in Geneva, working with them to make sure that the offer order proposition that we are working on is aligned with IATA's vision. And so in the end, one order is an IATA goal, an IATA proposition, and we were the first PSS to be one order certified. So that's a bit about Sabre. That's our vision. That's where we are looking to go, to build on that platform of pedigree over many years, and continue with the innovation that we've had for all of those years. So that's the path to offer and order management. And if you want more, sabre.com/open will provide you much more information on what we're doing. So with that, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.